Welcome to That's Base. Happy WTF Wednesday. I'm your host, as always, Caleb Salvatore, reporting from somewhere underground. We are laughing our way through the end of days and brought to you by Outlaw Streamers, along with our friends at Blood of Tyrants Wines. Drink bloodofTyrants.com with the promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D. Like the title of the show is going to save you 10% off your order at the checkout. Drink bloodofTyrants.com, promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D, will save you 10% off your order at the checkout on 2 types of wine, along with the Liquid Freedom Energy drink. Let's be honest, your stocks probably aren't doing too hot right now. You're looking at your retirement accounts, and there's one thing on your mind, which is that I need a drink. So why not go make me a little bit of money in the process? Drink bloodofTyrants.com with the promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D, like the title of the show, to save yourself 10% off your order at the checkout. And I heard it tastes like freedom. Stockholm Mia, Apollo, get away from there. Stockholm Mia, the red face of white supremacy's here, as always. She insisted on bringing our dog into the studio again, and I am at my wit's end because I'm about to watch $4,000 worth of equipment hit the ground if he makes one wrong step here. But we're going to roll on. Oh, that was actually kind of impressive. I'm sweating because I don't have business insurance and I can't afford to replace half of this shit. So, not on this, I don't, at least. But no, so she has gone out and found some paranormal stories. We take a break from politics and social commentary and all that, and we talk, I don't know, UFOs, ghosts. I've heard the Loch Ness Monster might come up from time to time. Do you have anything you want to say about these stories here?
We have an update on our banana plate.
Oh, the Phantom?
Yeah, the Phantom banana.
Perfect. So I have an update too. I was scrolling through Facebook right before we came into the room, and I found out that in Omaha, on the weekend of May 31st through June 1st, not Omaha, Council Bluffs, which is right across the river, is Mystic Fest. Mystic Fest is Nebraska's even though it's in Iowa, is Nebraska's biggest and oldest psychic fair, with tarot readers, astrology, healers, massage therapists, aura photography, and vendors with crystals, jewelry, candles, oils, clothing, incense, and so much more. Attendance is free with free parking. We have to go in here and fuck with people. You understand that, right? We have to go in and fuck with people. You understand that? We have to go in, lap mics in hand, and just do the most absurd man on the street shit people have ever seen. I can't foresee a scenario where I don't go to this and fuck with people. My question, here's what I think we do. I think we live stream it, and we set a timer up in the corner for how long it takes us to get thrown out of Mystic Fest. What do you think? Are you going to go with me to this?
You can do that. I will stay home with the dog.
I need someone to work the camera, though. Who's going to work the camera? I can't just go around and film myself on a selfie. I want to terrorize Mystic Fest over at the Mid-America Center in Council Bluffs. Legally terrorize Mystic Fest, of course. I won't break any laws. I'll just go around and ask people absurd questions, what type of SSRIs they're on, things like that. Who do you think it would be more fun to interview at Mystic Fest, the vendors or the people in attendance?
Probably the people in attendance.
You think?
Because the vendors kind of know that they're bullshit, but the people in attendance believe it.
That's a good point. The vendors know it's a grift. The people in attendance might not. Do you think I could stand off to the side as they're trying to sell them their products and do post-game interviews as they're walking away? When a football coach, after they got their ass beat after a game, he's walking to the locker room and that sideline reporter comes up to him and sticks a microphone on his face and he doesn't want to do it. Do you think I should do that? As people make their purchases, I'll walk up to them and be like, so how do you feel after getting ripped off for $79.99 right there? Do you feel that was a good use of your money? How much? We'll do like a live. What's that? Caleb Hammer financial audit. We'll do like a live financial audit. It's like how much credit card debt are you in right now? And you hear at Mystic Fest spending $129 on incense and candles. Speaking of which, we saw a $37 candle at Whole Foods the other day. $37. I don't shop at Whole Foods. We went in there. She likes one thing they sell. We went in and they didn't even fucking have it. But they had a 37. Listen, if you sell a candle for $37, you deserve to be publicly executed. Publicly executed. To send a message to any other freak that wants to sell a candle for $37. Knock it the fuck off right now. How long do you think it'll take me to get thrown out of Mystic Fest?
A good 20 minutes.
I don't think they'll play that shit at all. No, I think they will immediately have me escorted out.
Well, they should right when you walk in because they're psychics, so they should
That's
know.
That's a great point. They should know that Ike is coming to fuck with them and have me on photo. There. Are we going to be in town? Are you going to be in town that weekend? That's Father's Day weekend. You might be leaving. Or I thought you were going to Arizona that weekend. Oh, okay. No, sorry. I'm not trying to have this discussion right here. That's oh no, it's not Father's Day weekend. Never mind. That's a couple weeks away. No, we're totally free that weekend, and we're totally going to Mystic Fest. Okay. All right. What story should we start with? Should we start with mine? Mine's gonna creep you out. Mine's really gonna creep you out. It's going to creep you out so much, I'm going to post these photos to the That's Based with Caleb Salvatore Facebook group. Yes, we have a page now, too. We have a page and a group. You should follow both because the group is free and you get exclusive content that you don't get on the page or anywhere else. So go to the group and join it. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just fun. We bullshit. I'll even talk to you and interact with you. That's Based with Caleb Salvatore on Facebook. And vote for me. Write me in for mayor on May 13th if you're in Omaha. So I'll post these pictures. So this has gone around on all over the internet. I think it started on Reddit or one of those websites like that. And it's a comparison of two pictures. Now, pull the first picture up for them. This is the normal one. Take a look at it. There's nothing wrong here. This is from it's like a summer camp, right? So this is the first one. There's nothing unusual about it. It's a bunch of kids getting their lunch for the day, okay? Now go to the second one. And Mia, tell me when you see the ghost. Do you see it? Oh, you caught it right away. It took me a minute. Go back to the first one. Go back to the first one. It's not there. Now the second one. Isn't that fucking creepy? What do you think that is? I've tried to look at the first one, and there's no way it's just somebody behind them.
Honestly, you can kind of see hair coming.
I know, and a face.
It might just be another kid.
But look at where the ones. I don't think there's room for another kid to be behind her, though. Because the ones leaning up against the shelves, there can't be that much room between her and the wall that you could hide a whole other kid. And it looks like, go back to the next one. If you look at the way everyone else is standing, I mean, these photos were taken within seconds of each other. So somebody couldn't have just come out of nowhere.
Well, see, this one, the boy and girl are closer together.
Yeah.
And in this one, they're kind of apart. So
he's not that much further, though.
Yeah, but she's a kid. She could have been like bending down.
Was she the only kid there that looked like a demonic nun?
That's why they tried to hide her in the photo.
Yeah. I mean, what was that? The kid with Down syndrome or something? They tried to hide away from the world or something like that. It is creepy. It's creepy. I don't know. Because, yeah, I mean, these... within seconds of each other, these pictures were taken. So somebody couldn't have jumped behind her. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You guys hear that sound effect if you're listening on audio because you're lame and gay? That's the sound telling people to subscribe and like and turn the notifications on YouTube and the Rumble. Which one should I do first that you sent me? I've got 5 of them here.
Start with all of the other ones and then do Loch Ness and banana person last.
All right, let's do this one here. Ghost girl causes tractor trailer rollover on Mexican highway. As a tractor trailer driver who rolled his rig on a Mexican highway offered an eerie explanation for the accident, a ghost girl had suddenly appeared in the middle of the road. Do you think that Geico accepted that on the insurance claim? Like when he went to go to the insurance company for, his $275,000 in damage, and he's like, I was swerving to avoid a ghost. Why would you swerve to avoid a ghost? Why wouldn't you just say it was a girl? If you'd said it was a girl, that might be believable. Yeah, of course you're going to swerve to miss the girl, but the ghost girl, why would you swerve if you knew she was a ghost? You're going to go right through her. What's the point of swerving to miss a ghost girl?
I don't think he knew she was a ghost.
So how does he know? Did he get out of his car and ask her after he crashed?
I think I kind of skimmed it, but I think that he saw her in the road, thought it was a girl, and then couldn't see her.
Well, maybe it was just some girl running away. Doesn't mean it was a ghost. It says a ghost girl suddenly appeared in the middle of the road. According to a local media report, the strange incident occurred shortly after midnight last Wednesday morning as Axel Gabriel Rizzo Trejo was hauling 500 slaughtered pigs to a meatpacking plant in the city of San Luis Potosi. His usual routine took a terrifying turn, the trucker later told police, when he turned a corner and saw a young girl floating over the road as his big rig barreled towards her. Stunned by the appearance of the mysterious stranger, Trejo jerked the wheel of his truck to avoid a tragic collision. Again, it wouldn't have been a collision. If you go right through it, that's like saying you're colliding with oxygen, which caused a sizable tractor trailer to overturn. I think he was just drunk. And that's what I think happened, or he's just overtired. And this is his excuse. This is the best he could come up with. He couldn't even come up with a real girl. I mean, if you're going to lie, that's why I almost believe this guy. Because if you were fucking around and not paying attention or whatever, or you just messed up and you wrecked your truck, you would say a girl ran out in front of me and I swerved to miss her and I don't know where she went. You wouldn't lie about a ghost girl because that just sounds so absurd. That's why I almost believe this guy here. Say he revealed the cause of the crash, though there was no sign of the little girl anywhere on the scene. While authorities attributed the accident to Trejo falling asleep at the wheel and dreaming of the spooky stranger, the highway where the incident occurred has a long history of similarly strange events, including a creepy case last year where a cab camera seemingly photographed a ghost woman sitting beside an unknowing driver who later discovered that he had a spirit riding shotgun. Sounds convenient to me. Does your insurance raise your rates if you're known to go down haunted roads? I feel like they should. If these ghosts are going to be that much of a distraction, as a man, I have to pay more on my car insurance. So if these ghosts are going to be that much of a distraction, I feel like you should have to pay. If you do that, should be a question. Do you know in Pennsylvania, before you go to sell a house, you are legally required to tell if it's haunted or not?
Can't you just say no, it's not haunted?
Yeah, I mean, unless you I guess there's probably no way to verify it unless they're like social media posts or something where you were talking about your haunted house. I don't know how you would verify that, but yes, Pennsylvania requires you to disclose the haunted status of your home before you go to sell it to somebody. So, and you can be held liable in court if they go back and they find out after the fact that the house was indeed haunted and you were lying the whole time. I don't know how they enforce it, but that's the law. It's also the law in North Dakota or South Dakota that if you see a group of Native American Indians, I'm not being racist here, this is a real law. If you see a group of Native American Indians of 5 or more walking together in public, that's considered a war party, and you're allowed to defend yourself with deadly force if you see fit. So, just so you know. Okay, let's go to the next one here. Washington State man arrested for allegedly stealing ex-girlfriend's pet chicken. I hate when that happens. We have body cam footage from it, though. Go ahead and play the video of the chicken man here.
Show me your hands. That's fine. Just hold your chicken. I'm not going to hurt your chicken.
Kitsap County Sheriff's deputies confront a man accused of stealing a chicken while violating
Why do they
order
have
of
guns
protection. The call for help came from a woman who said her former boyfriend had shown up at her home in unincorporated Port Orchard early in the morning of Saturday, March 29th, kicking in a back door and shouting, "I've got Polly," several times before running away with the chicken that was inside the house.
Hey, show us your hands.
I got my chicken.
Stand up.
After a search, deputies located the man hiding in a wooded area
in the woods
on
with the
J.M.
chicken.
Dickinson Road.
Hey, relax a little.
He was still clutching the chicken as he was taken into custody.
I'm going to have you put the chicken in here for a second.
Deputies allowed him to place the chicken safely into a patrol unit before booking him on charges of
Totally
residential
loves
burglary
it.
and violating an order of protection.
He just wants his chicken back.
KCSO jail records showed the 50-year-old man had been released from custody that morning, just 2.5 hours before the incident. After his arrest, Polly the chicken, who was unharmed, was returned to her family.
He gets out of jail, and the first thing he does is he goes for his chicken. I love it. I love it. Hey, what kind of... I thought this was America. I'm sorry, I thought this was America. What kind of country do we live in where a man can't just sit out in the woods and hold his chicken? Okay? We all want to sit out in the woods and hold and choke our chicken sometimes.
Give Polly some respect.
Yeah, that's right. That's it says, according to the woman who phoned the police, her unarmed former boyfriend busted into her home, shouted, "I've got Polly," her pet chicken, for fleeing the scene with the beloved bird in tow. It says, after assuring him that no harm would come to the bird, cops managed to coax the now weeping suspect out of the woods toward their waiting cruiser, where Polly was placed for safekeeping. Once the bird was secured, the man was arrested, charged with burglary, violating a protection order. Oddly enough, it was later learned the suspect had actually run afoul of the law. Ha! Puns! Afoul! Ha 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 ha! Earlier in the day for a different incident, and he'd only been released from police custody a few hours before the chicken caper that landed him behind bars yet again. This guy... who gets out of jail, right? Something totally unrelated. And you're like, the first thing I'm doing, like, now that, what am I going to do with my newfound freedom? Am I going to go out to eat? Am I going to go have a beer? Am I going to go to church? Am I going to go try to turn my life around, get a job? No, I'm going to go steal a fucking chicken. That's the first thing I'm going to do when I get with my newfound freedom here. I love it. I love it. Okay. We got 3 more here. Ghost hunt dispute. There's a dispute over a ghost hunt. Did they have a disagreement on...
This is probably one of my favorite ones this week.
So a ghost hunt dispute sparks gunfire exchange in West Virginia. This is a wild story. You guys understand, ghost hunting doesn't entail shooting them, right? It's not the same as deer hunting. Are we aware? In a wild story out of West Virginia, a ghost hunter found himself exchanging gunfire with a homeowner in the neighborhood where he was conducting a paranormal investigation. Why did he bring his gun on the ghost hunt? Is he like, shoot the ghost if it got too rowdy? The strange case, which came to light over the weekend, reportedly began last month as Fred Shrewsbury was searching for spirits in the community of Amigo. While exploring a remote neighborhood looking for ghosts, the paranormal investigator nearly became one himself when he crossed paths with angry resident Corday Sargent. While it's uncertain what specifically caused the strife, it was significant enough that the homeowner fired off a warning shot with his rifle, which prompted the paranormal investigator to flee the scene. However, he wasn't quite ready to give up the ghost hunt. This guy is... Look, most of you listening to this have never been as passionate about anything in your life as this guy is about ghost hunting, okay? So credit to him, okay? Says, undeterred by the unsettling incident, Shrewsbury revisited the location a few days later, along with 3 children of specific ages. Because that's what I do when I get shot at a place. Not only do I go back, I bring three child soldiers with me like I'm an African warlord. So it's following another. Who are they? Are they his kids, or did he just pick up 3 random kids? This is Peter Pan of Appalachia. He's gonna go round up 3 neighborhood kids. We're gonna go on a ghost hunt. You might get shot.
He just went to the orphanage and grabbed.
Yeah, he just adopted 3. Following another ghost hunt in the neighborhood, the group set about leaving the area when Sergeant shot at their car. So this guy's a lunatic. This guy's a nut, right? This is like the crazy old man in the TV shows that like lives out in the woods in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, says rather than making a hasty getaway with this, oh my God. Are you serious? Am I really about to read what I'm about to read here? Rather than making a hasty getaway with the safety of the kids in mind, Shrewsbury instead opted to grab his own gun, exit the vehicle, and fire several shots at his new rival's house. In response, so it's just a shootout. And this guy's using his vehicle with these 3 random kids in it to deflect the bullets and hide behind and return fire. In response, Sergeant squeezed off a few more rounds, including 2 that hit the car containing the juvenile ghost hunters, who one imagines were terrified by what was unfolding around them. Police are said to be investigating the shootout, though no charges have been filed in the case. Arrest everyone! Arrest everyone! Arrest the guy who's shooting at the children. Arrest the guy who's using the children as human shields. Arrest and trespassing is what it sounds like here. And probably kidnapping by what it sounds like, because I don't know where he just found 3... I don't know where he found 3 random kids that were willing to hop in a car with him and drive into the woods.
I don't think they're his kids because, like, it
would have said his kids,
yeah,
right?
His kids.
If it is his kids, I apologize. I'm only going off what this article says. They can't really list any information about juveniles here, so I apologize. This is the most insane thing I've ever read on this show. Do you understand that?
I was so excited for this.
I'm going to the local news article. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find either of these. Oh, here's the guy right here.
The ghost hunter?
Yeah, I think this is the ghost hunter right here. Yeah, it's let me see. 3 juveniles in his vehicle. Reports the group was seen again and instead of retreating, he exited his vehicle. No injuries were reported. Oh my goodness. Oh,
I have tears coming out of my eyes.
this is the most absurd thing I've ever read. Ever. Like, listen, if you want to go do your ghost hunting thing, go do your ghost hunting thing. Whatever. It's not how I would spend my day, but if that's how you want to spend your time, we all need hobbies, right? But when you get shot at while you're ghost hunting, maybe take that as a bit of an indication that you're on private property and you probably shouldn't go back. And if you do decide to go back, which I strongly don't recommend you do if you get shot at the first time, do not pack up a car full of unclaimed children and bring them with you. This guy knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing here. You don't... Like, he came armed and dangerous this time. Because if he would have been packing heat the first time it happened, the shootout would have happened right then and there. Because this guy doesn't sound like the kind of guy to back down to a challenge, right? But he came back packing heat. And he brought these kids thinking, this guy ain't actually going to shoot at me if I've got these 3 kids in my way. And then the bluff was called. Oh my goodness. Do you think he at least gave the kids a warning? Like, hey, there's a chance you could get killed here.
No.
There's a chance you don't come back alive from this one. This is most dangerous ghost hunts here. That's, like I said, I'm at a loss. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever read on this show. Hands down. It's not even close. Not even close. You know what, though? West Virginia, I get to thinking it kind of makes sense. West Virginia, coal mines, child labor. Like, it all kind of makes sense that this guy brought these kids in basically as child soldiers for himself. So, all right, cool. Tradition. All right, 2 more and we're out of here. Banana Phantom calls it quits. Question mark. We've been following this guy for close to a year now. It says the case of the British Banana Phantom may have come to a fittingly confounding end, as for the first time in over a year, the mysterious individual behind the puzzling prank did not leave their regular offering of the peeled fruit on the 2nd day of the month. It might be the apocalypse. Do you think maybe the tariffs priced him out?
That's probably what it was.
Of the bananas. It says the very strange saga, which came... I'm sorry, guys. I didn't want to disappoint you. Which came to light in January, began sometime in early 2023, when a plate of peeled bananas appeared on a street corner in the small town of Beeston. As the fruit kept appearing over the year, residents eventually realized that the offerings always mysteriously manifested on the 2nd day of the month, sparking widespread speculation as to who was behind the series of events and what their purpose could have been. Following worldwide headlines at the start of 2025, the Banana Phantom continued their handiwork under a considerably more watchful eye. No doubt with that in mind, the prankster outwitted pursuers in February by leaving the fruit a day early, and in March, putting the plate in a different part of town. With that banana-tinted backdrop, many wondered what the Phantom might have up their sleeve in April. Those expecting some new elaborate twist in the quote-unquote game were assuredly disappointed on Tuesday when Beeston residents, maybe this is his trick, reportedly woke to a 2nd of the month unlike any they had experienced in over a year. This is how you know there's not shit going on in this town.
Do you think on the 2nd of every month, everyone like gathers over to this spot?
Oh, they probably do. Yeah. There's probably like a Facebook group dedicated to it. Like, remember the Omaha Rocks that everyone had hit the boulders or whatever? And unlike any they had experienced in over a year, as the now famed bananas were nowhere to be found. To some in the community, the possible end of the saga was met with a muted reaction in keeping with its quiet conclusion. That's that, then, resident Dean Winters simply shrugged. It's probably run its course. Striking a similar tone was Tony Clifford, who resides in the neighborhood where the bananas regularly appeared. Remarkably, she noted that despite the weirdness of the whole affair, the novelty of the incidents had begun to wane as the plates of peeled fruit popped up month after month. It does seem like it's wrapping up, she observed. It isn't something we keep noticing and questioning anymore. Of course, given their clever tactics in February and March, one cannot entirely rule out the possibility that the Phantom's trademark of peeled fruit will show up somewhere in Beeston in the future. Well, should I do a Google search and see if we have any updates? Because this article's a week old. Let me Google Beeston banana. And we'll see what we got here. There's a whole Wikipedia page about it. There's Beeston bananas. The Beeston bananas are a plate of peeled bananas that have appeared on a street corner in Beeston, Nottinghamshire. I swear British towns are made up. They put it into a Harry Potter AI generator. Come up with a name of a town that sounds like it would be in a Harry Potter movie, and they just regurgitate this fake shit. Let's see. We don't have any. Yeah, all we have is that's that then. Potential end of an era for Beeston Banana Saga as no sightings. Maybe he figured that, okay, I'm doing this every month. I've been doing this every month for over 2 years now. Eventually, it's not going to be news. So what's the most newsworthy thing I can do right now is to not drop them in April and then maybe bring it back in the summer. That could be this guy's mindset right now. This guy is a social media, or this guy's just a media genius. No, I mean, he navigates the media like circuit Donald Trump. You know, I mean, this is a fantastic job the way this guy deals with it. Okay, we got one more, and we're, of course, it wouldn't be WTF Wednesdays if we didn't end it with a Loch Ness story. I've been told that this most recent sighting, it's the second official confirmed sighting of the year. I don't know how they confirm it, because as we know, their standards are ever so high. But this might be the best evidence so far this year for Nessie. No, it is, by far. By far. It says what may be the second monster sighting at the site this year. A Scottish woman standing on the shore of the Loch. Oh, so this was someone there. This wasn't someone watching a webcam. Standing on the shore of the Loch Ness, spotted an unusual shape briefly emerge from the water before submerging back into the deep. The intriguing incident, which came to light this week, reportedly occurred last month as witness Annette Harkins was visiting the iconic location. While observing the site with a pair of binoculars, she noticed a strange disturbance followed by a few bubbles and a wave that caught my attention. Because lakes never have bubbles or waves. It has to be caused by a monster. Says Harkins' curiosity soon turned to wonderment when a dark gray shape broke the water's surface, moved a short distance, and submerged yet again. Despite being understandably astonished by the scene, how simple-minded are you that you can be astonished by a wave at a lake? The quick-thinking witness swapped the binoculars for her cell phone and snapped a picture seen below of the curious anomaly. How much do you guys want to bet this picture is going to be garbage? Hot garbage. Everyone's walking around with a 4K camera on their pocket, but all the alien and Loch Ness pictures are always hot garbage. How much you want to bet? Go ahead and pull the picture up here. Here it is. This is the evidence right here. Right here. Look at that. I've never seen a wave before. That doesn't happen. It has to be the Loch Ness Monster. It couldn't be like, the wind or anything like that, or a current, nothing. No, it's got to be the Loch Ness Monster. That's the only thing that makes sense here. What am I missing? Where is it? Can you point to it? Where the hell I'm supposed to see what this is? A wave. Is it not the thing on the left?
No, it's that.
That's it, a wave. God, you people. This is one of their confirmed sightings. So, how the Vatican has to confirm, demonic possession and stuff like that, and they got to go through these rigorous trials? The Loch Ness Monster sightings have a similar process, but I want to see the ones that don't make the cut. What are the Loch Ness sightings that don't make the cut? That's what I want to see. It says Harkins subsequently shared her curious account in the accompanying photo with the Loch Ness Center tourist attraction, which revealed the tantalizing case on Tuesday. Yeah, there's nothing here, guys. This is listen. If there were a prehistoric dino, like I said, we are all the days of bullshit video cameras are over. We are all walking around with 4K cameras on our hip, 24/7. If there were really a prehistoric lizard living in this lake, we would have stone cold evidence, not pictures of waves. Give it up is what I'm trying to say. Let it go. What's that movie that says that? Let it go.
Frozen. We watched it.
You watched it. I fell asleep. Let it go. Oh, no, I didn't fall asleep.
No, you were making commentary the whole entire movie.
That sounds like something I would do. That definitely sounds like. Had I been drinking? No? Just felt like cracking some jokes about Frozen, huh?
Yeah, because I were watching it with my sister.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember we turned it on. I didn't know I made it all the way through. There was like a giant Iceman, wasn't there? Okay, so I am thinking of the right movie. All right. It wasn't Aladdin. Okay, well, that has been our show. We will have our favorite repeat offender on the show on Saturday, Monty Scott at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. Maybe I'll bring Monty with me. He might want to go to Mystic Fest. Do you think Monty will go? Monty might actually be perfect to go to Mystic Fest with me. Now that I think of it, maybe Monty will come to Mystic Fest with me, and we'll rile up the Crystal Girls. Ooh, there we go. Perfect. All right, we're gonna plan how to fuck with these people. We will see you guys on Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Follow the Facebook page. We're trying to finally get that rolling. Join the group. That's Based with Caleb Salvatore. Subscribe, like, share around, turn the notifications on. If you're listening on audio on Apple Podcasts, drop a 5-star review. I am working to get us back on Spotify. I just realized the other day that still has not been rectified, and it's been like a year. So we are working vigorously around the clock, nonstop. I won't sleep until I get it done, to get us back on Spotify. So we'll take care of that, and then we'll see you Saturday. Cheat on your taxes, not your spouse. Stay based.